This too shall pass. So it's such a powerful statement. I want you to embrace that today and ponder it. Such a powerful statement and reminder to offer yourself or another during times of struggle. Hey, this too shall pass. So the main challenge that we face during these times, and I would say these are times of struggle, these are challenging times. Main challenge that we face during these times are not the times themselves. They're the feelings and perceptions connected with the times, our response, our perception and response to the times. Because if you really look back, it's always challenging times. And speak to somebody that's older than you and they'll say, this is nothing, Sonny, right? So it's about our perception. So when facing change and challenging times, we can't avoid, it's part of our operating system. We can't avoid feelings like worry, stress, anger, and frustration. Those are on autopilot. It's part of your programmed, learned operating system. So they're a natural part of our stress response and overall programmed operating system. So it's how we interpret those. So right now, I mean, at the end of this day, my brain will have processed 70,000 thoughts or 40,000 thoughts, whatever it is. But it's how I interpret those thoughts. Are those just thoughts happening, right? Kind of like scenery going by when you drive. But if I lock in and I start to interpret those thoughts can turn into feelings, and feelings can turn into emotions. So it's how we interpret those feelings and to what degree we allow them to encompass our reality, right? So if you knew for sure that those feelings and the difficult times that you perceive are happening are going to pass by, just like an airplane in the sky, you wouldn't pay them any mind, would you? Right? You'd say, oh, yeah, those are just going to pass by, just like a wave. So it's losing sight of the blessings and the good things that still exist in your life while you're in that perception. While those hard times are going on, that's the downside of buying into the perception of hard times. You forget about the things that you have. And that's what gratitude is all about. So the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I say, thank you, right? And I express gratitude just to remind myself of what I have in the current moment. So that's your challenge. The saying, this too shall pass, is just a gentle reminder that the sky and the sun are always there. It's the storms and the clouds that come and go. So for those that desire a more advanced system of navigating change and challenge, and that's about creating a different perception of changing challenge, you might not be ready for this, but this is an advance. This is like dealing with change and challenge 2.0. Well, just observe that if nothing changes, here's an interesting thought. If nothing changes, nothing changes, right? Change is a good thing. Change and challenge are actually a necessary ingredient. Or remember the Stoic principle that points out that the obstacle is the way, right? So if you face an obstacle and you all of a sudden embrace it as the way, it looks different. Remember, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So it's the person that embraces that concept that I just shared, that accelerates. It's interesting to observe what it is that we're hoping for when we look for hard times to pass. Think about that for a second. What are you actually hoping and looking for when you hope that hard times pass, right? What is it that we're looking for? Are we hoping, what did I write? Are we hoping to go back to the easy and comfortable way? When you're looking for hard times to pass, what's up, Katia? Great morning. When you're looking for hard times to pass, are you just hoping that the hard times pass and you just go back to the comfortable, easy way where growth does not live, right? Isn't that a silly concept? It's kind of funny. So I digress, as I have a tendency to do. If you're facing difficult times right now, know that they will pass, right? They always do. That's why they're called hard times. Like all things, they too expire, right? Anything that has a time on it has an expiration date, including you. So change your perception of the tropical storm of challenge and change. Change your perception of it. Know that you can still dance in a hurricane when you're standing in its eye. That's a great song. Maybe today is the eye of your perceived storm. And that's just a shift in your perspective. Two things that I offer you this day. You can always expect change, and you can always expect a miracle. Always. Make sense? So I love and appreciate you all. For those of you that tune in live, thank you. Thank you for being part of my morning process that I use and I depend on to take control of my day. And anybody that comes my way today or yours is going to be very, very fortunate because they're going to receive, and interact with a conscious human being. And that's a very, very rare commodity these days. So I love and appreciate you all. And, if you look at life with a mortality mentality and you're not sure if you get tomorrow, embrace this day. Embrace this day and recognize that everything that's going on in your life and everything that's coming your way today is happening for you. So embrace it and use it and get the most out of this day. Love and appreciate you all. Have an amazing day, the best ever until tomorrow. Bye-bye.